Other form is answered by the bag Ghanatube. Other form just say breaking news that you see. I bet you say. Emobe kai younger sa edu boy. Ti see ano na asem ai deja wo court aye twe ne sene abasan edu boy mbe kai a. You say. Shatta Wale ntumi kese bi a wo Ghana ha sei no. Onye ne ye some car dealings bi Lamborghini bi a yoko for friend no. To na no a chese. Insem ni koye deja chese Shatta Wale ba bonti se chese Lamborghini ni ko mpe bi mo de ma yoko for monfa a whole lot other for this year no amene okasa no Shatta Wale yeso ni mu se etwetwe na court no chese ya money bill kese pa yesi 10 million Ghana cedis na disi amene okasa no Shatta Wale no wentumi emiti sa 10 million Ghana cedis bill conditions no enye ono nko awo yesi two sureties so ka ho disi amene okasa no edu Boahene ne court nsemsem na Shatta Wale no ko bo mu no disi an ejebo Shatta Wale disi amene okasa ni detaining ne kese pa the edu kese 10 million Ghana cedis they are born charge any two sureties other four mensa ka video ni nyina edu Boahene de say mo amunim say opese odi obia ekọ bebi okọ no mo amunim say ne court sem no aye deja bebi opese okobia no opese drag amanfo bebre na ade omokọ si ano Shatta Wale nso ene edu Boahene no omo kọ den a si ana me no kasa no ye detain Shatta Wale kọ edu kese 10 million Ghana cedis de abono with two sureties are see going to me meet sa bill conditions na this year no yoko for o meditating den a this year ameno kasa na Shatta Wale ne sem deja ne fans ne se David danya ade ombe penny odofo mema me kasa anya tinti di mechi na yen kohwe video no nyamba this year Ghanatube so
as you can see in your shots at the moment coming in.
Indeed, Crosby, you keep an eye on events that will return when new developments emerge. Right now, however, let's bring you the official facts of the matter. Moena is here to do just that. Moena, what are we hearing from Iyoko?
Well, they've been speaking directly to reasons why Shatta Wale continues to be in detention. We understand that yesterday his management had issued, amongst many other things, a release of some sort. They've been speaking as well. Sam Flex, who Crosby mentions, is at the premises of Iyoko. He's been releasing a statement seeking to explain to fans what the situation is and the fact that they are working seriously to post bail for him. Well, Iyoko has been providing a bit more details as to why we're here and why Shatta Wale has been in detention. And so let's start with the reasons for his overnight detention. They say that amongst many other things, they had invited him. He was to have appeared on the 13th of this month. That didn't happen. And so that meeting was scheduled for yesterday at 10 a.m. Lawyers of Shatta Wale had written and asked that the time be extended to 11. But subsequently, they had called that he could not make it, and they told the lawyers that Shatta Wale had to make that appearance yesterday. And so he did appear at 3 p.m. yesterday, and Shatta Wale insisted upon his appearance that he was not going to speak to the investigative team until his counsel had arrived. A reminder that the time Iyoko says Shatta Wale arrived is 3 p.m. They say that his lawyers arrived at 5 p.m. and conversations went on into the night until he was granted bail at 9 p.m. of 10 million cedis with two sureties to be justified. Let's proceed. And so they say once the sureties were presented, Iyoko will undertake inspection, after which Shatta Wale will then be able to leave custody, reason for which he had to spend the night at Iyoko in detention. We are not sure if it's the premises for sure, but we know that when Iyoko grants you bail and you do not meet it, you're taken into other installations and kept for the night. Now, here's the nature of investigations from what Iyoko tells us, which we're understanding of, that he was invited to assist in investigations surrounding that yellow vehicle, the 2019 Lamborghini Urus, a car identified by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and the U.S. Justice Department as proceeds of a $4 million crime involving one Nana Kwabna Amua, a Ghanaian who is currently serving jail term in the USA. And so that yellow Lamborghini, it continues to be the subject of investigation. Now, here's what Iyoko says they've been finding out from Shatta Wale. They say that he has been unable to identify the person from whom he purchased the said Lamborghini Urus, except to say that he purchased it from the streets and from someone possibly called Zach, who may have contacted him on WhatsApp, but whose identity he does not know and whose contact he has thrown away. That's what Shatta Wale, according to Iyoko, has been telling them, that he bought the vehicle from the streets, may have been contacted by somebody called Zach, and that the person contacted him via WhatsApp, he's thrown away the contact. That's the version of Shatta Wale, according to Iyoko, as he's been providing to them. Now, a bit more on the findings. So far, Shatta Wale does not possess any documentation in terms of receipt or transfer documents which shows that he owns or purchased the said vehicle, except a customs declaration document in possession of him bearing the name of Nana Kwabena Amoah, who is currently serving jail term in the US. And that's what we know. But let's provide you a bit more in terms of what Shatta Wale had to say for himself when this issue came up some 2 weeks ago. And he went on TikTok Live and revealed a number of details. The first off, that he bought the Lamborghini for $150,000 US, and that he doesn't know the Kwabena Amoah, who currently we understand is serving jail term in the US, and that he's handed over the car to Iyoko, and he was told it was being linked to shooting, and he's accused Iyoko of abuse of power and that he no longer wants the vehicle. Well, now we're being told by Iyoko that he doesn't have documentation with respect to this, and the only document in his possession is a custom clearing document bearing the name of Mr. Amoah. And so that's the latest, as we know, Kemeni, and I'm sure certainly is a subject that we'll continue to follow through and bring details to viewers on. But right now we can do some other stories.
And before we do, Mawena, are we seeing any discrepancies between the Iyoko's official statement on the matter and what Shatta Wale told his fans in that live broadcast? What
we're seeing for now is ownership, because once an individual claims that he bought the vehicle, the expectation is that ownership would have transferred to him. Iyoko says there is no documentation whatsoever with respect to ownership in his name.
Right.
And all that we have, despite him claiming that he didn't know Mr. Amoah, is the custom clearing documentation with Mr. Amoah's name in his possession. As to whether or not that is the documentation of ownership which he is clinging on to, we cannot tell at this particular point in time. Perhaps there'll be a bit more details.
Yeah, perhaps as this develops. But we'll keep an eye on events there at the frontage of Iyoko's offices and bring you a bit more on that story as developments emerge. Right now, let's head for the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and the stories around that, because the
Adofo motin nsem na ekoso nyina je se mo beka edubuan onu nko an nsem no ayedeja e wo Ghana ha si yesi odeka amawe ni akowe ni fie na Iyoko nam ha si isi an Shatta Wale nyutumi kesi pan wo Ghana ha si dance all at things in the whole Ghana mo amonim no ono ena chesi yesi oni edubuan car sembi Lamborghini sembi yellow bi ena oton ma no odofo Shatta Wale si oni fie na one day e ba ne nchen Iyokofo omo clock gan kaka ko du ni fie ho no mo ko du ni fie ho no tese mo fe Shatta Wale mo call ni fie ho no mo ni ko di nkomo ne kraka ni nyina ko pie mu se o se oba Iyoko office na oba Iyoko office no I think say ensem no anu yie no anko yie enti no Shatta Wale ni bufuye no se o ka no kra no mpe bi mu to mfa si ame no kasa no wasanso akoto Lamborghini fufo blue one de asanso ba Ghana ha sei na yesi ewom se akoto Lamborghini fufo blue one de ba yellow one de yenka asem ni wie di si ame no kasa no Shatta Wale ye detaining na yasanso de kwedu kese pa 10 million Ghana cedis de abono with two surety say yesi ontua na ni merofo na mo amunim say dance all king de ne fan base ni de anohye into the fan base no almost da bi da omo mpene na chese Iyokofo mu to be detaining omo boss it is ame na okasa no chese fan base no mo amoni SM fans no omabo ewura Iyoko for office hono mo a chese moto said which means say moto ne edi efusane what I say oh lord kwan so omaji hono ma block street ni nyina omo se dabi omo mpene na Iyoko for no omo detaining omo boss njero for manko na yanko na yanko hwe SM fans no abro ko pie mu Iyoko for office on emragisia.
This afternoon, supporters of dancehall artist Shatta Wale are demanding immediate release of the musician as they gather on the frontage of the Economic and Organized Crime Office. Shatta Wale has been in detention since last night after he could not post a 10 million cedi bail. The artist, known by his government names, Charles Ni Amamensa, is under investigation after it was determined he is in possession of a vehicle acquired with proceeds of crime. Let's take you to the frontage of Iyoko now, where fans are continuing to turn up in almost jamboree style, demanding his release. Our noble Crosby Yanan is there for us. Crosby, what is happening now?
So what you're seeing right now is not some kind of a party. What you're seeing right now is not some kind of a concert. What is happening at the moment is that supporters and fans of Charles Nyama Mensah, popularly known in the showbiz industry as Shatta Wale, his fans have gathered here at the frontage of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, and they are simply demanding that he be released. Hundreds of them have come. Scores are still coming. It began somewhere around very early in the morning, somewhere before 5 o'clock. Some of the supporters had already begun marching in or trickling in to the forecourt of the forefront of the Economic and Organized Crime Office. Let's speak with a few of the supporters of Shatta Wale who have been here since morning and engage with them on what they are doing here, how many of them they think are here, how long they are spending here, and what they think of the ongoing investigation concerning their idol. You're live on TV3. Talk to me. What time did you get here this morning? If you could speak English for me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I can speak English.
Yes, please.
Because of SM we day here. Because the thing where is going on, we don't understand. We don't understand these things. You know, Shatta Wale way buy a first car where somebody where they can't take the car go. Right now they bring the car. Right now they call them here. We don't understand.
So what I'm asking is, what time did you get here this morning?
Oh, like 5 o'clock we day here, 5.
And what time do you think you're going to leave here?
If Shatta Wale don't live here, we gonna go anywhere. We wait for him. If right now Shatta Wale go, we go. If Shatta Wale go today, we will not go any place. Yes, right. We need Wale. They should give SM to us.
So, Kamini, that's just one of the supporters of Shatta Wale here, and what they're saying is that until Shatta Wale is let to go home, although he has been granted bail, is allowed to leave, they will still be here. We have one more supporter of Shatta Wale. Talk to me. You know why Shatta Wale is being held here, and what is your interest?
All right, so basically the main reason why we're all here is to, rally our support for Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale, as we're saying, is a Ghanaian. And when it comes to entertainment, he's one of our greatest entertainers that we have here in the country, yeah? And initially when the whole thing started, when his car got confiscated and all of that, I mean, what we were being told was he was going to be invited to, assist investigation and all of that. And looking at the whole thing, it looks like Shatta Wale is a third party because it was something he bought. He never knew he has to do with any shooting or whatsoever. Do you understand? So, I mean, when he got released and now being picked, we were asking ourselves, what is the issue again? But when the whole thing started, when Shatta Wale came live and was trying to, address the issue and all of that, I felt like it's about time Ghanaians understand the Shatta Wale that we all know.
Right, thank you.
Oh, no, I need to learn, bro. Yeah, okay. So what I'm trying to say is that Raymond Archer should try as much as he can to temper justice with mercy. Temper mercy with justice, as more fat, yeah? Because Shatta Wale has got nothing to do with all of this shooting, whatever, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. So, Kamini, they are unanimous in their call that Shatta Wale be released. That is the only way that they would leave.
I see.
Forefront of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, and I'm telling you that it started as a protest, and just an hour or two into it, we saw a vehicle pull up with speakers, and it was all more like jams, concert, dancing to songs by Shatta Wale, gingering the supporters who have gathered here and making these demands. People from all walks of life, both young and old. Of course, it has also attracted some passerbys, and they're demanding one thing, that Shatta Wale be released, Kamini.
Indeed, Crosby, speaking of release, have we seen any of Shatta's team members there, perhaps in a bid to help with this release?
Well, Kamini, since we've been here this morning, we've seen Shatta Wale's manager, and I'm talking about Sammy Flex, in the company of some other close relations of Shatta Wale, come to the premises of Yoko. Sammy Flex has been spotted, going up and down. There was somebody we saw, and the suspicion is that that was the father of Shatta Wale, who was coming to support or find ways to provide the 2 sureties and the 10 million cedis that as the bail conditions granted to Shatta Wale. Those are not the only people we've seen. Some other supporters of Shatta Wale. I'm yet to cite any person from industry, and I'm talking about anybody from the showbiz industry here, support Shatta Wale or to demand the release of Shatta Wale. Entirely, it's been the close relations of Shatta Wale and some of Shatta Wale's key supporters, die-hard fans of Shatta Wale, as you can see in your shots at the moment, Kamini.
Indeed, Crosby, you keep an eye on events that will return when new developments emerge. Right now, however, let's bring you the official facts of the matter. Moahene is here to do just that. Moahene, what are we hearing from you?
And for when I breaking news, I told you, I'm going to say Shatta Wale, and I just say Yoko for Omonsa Esonimu in relation to a Dubois. Mamma say, Sani Power, dear Chesse, Nehu I de Jaogana as will be a can of Wasema. To see an to Nikas upon Shatta Wale, and I know Huako a Dubois in Semua. The fans said that be the SM fans almost said that be that, and I see I know my bottom pim. Ewo a Yoko for office on moi, almost said that be a moon on my copim say. Yoko for be released Shatta Wale for way. And a breaking news I told you I'm beginning in our brew or Ghanatube Mamu if you say. But like no more subscribe no more share my notification bonus so my send a bear. I bring you a BBA drop content say woo when you need pan watch with a mother for aha. And I made a seminar be see or Ghanatube so. Makamuna, Bedamunasa.